I was recently asked about fascia blasting, so I watched the most popular tutorial. Within 2 minutes, I caught 4 major mistakes. Then I looked up who's teaching this. Let me save you some money and body trauma. Watch this.
This is probably my favorite thing to treat, and I also know it very well. I've had multiple surgeries, including a hip replacement. So there are a lot of factors that go into the hip. The main thing is that there are so many muscles that become tendons right at the hip joint, and we gotta make sure that we blast all of those.
Hold up. Maybe this is just personal bias, but when people have that breathy massage parlor tone in their voices, I immediately start looking for pseudoscientific bullshit. Let's continue.
Also, the fascia, literally every single line of fascia in the body, other than the arm lines, somehow goes through the
Quick
hip.
explanation. Myofascial chains are just continuous bands of tissue that connect your muscles. Of course, they're going to go through your hip. That's what connects your leg to your body. She's stating the obvious like it's profound, which tells me she thinks you're stupid. Stupid enough to buy anything anyway.
So we want to be really, really diligent in treating our hip. I like to blast my hamstrings lying down on my back. So you'll want to roll up some towels or grab a pillow to support your neck for this. So easy, you guys, just to pull up and go. Now, remember that the hamstrings cross the knee and then they go all the way up to the glutes. So it's super important to get every part of this hamstring.
All right, anatomy check number 1. The hamstrings don't stop at the glutes. They go under the glutes and attach to something called the ischial tuberosity. When somebody selling health, wellness, fitness, anything gets basic anatomy wrong, they probably don't know what they're talking about. But let's continue.
So you got to go all the way across the leg and then a little bit across the knee, okay? So you can angle your leg to get more towards the inner hamstring, the membranosus tendinosus.
A note on technique. Real myofascial release is targeted and intentional. It's not aggressive random rubbing. Anatomy check number 2. The medial hamstring muscle is the semimembranosus. The central hamstring muscle is the semitendinosus. The lateral hamstring muscle is the biceps femoris. There's an image on her screen of all 3 muscles. Membranosus tendinosus as a single word isn't a thing. Okay.
Run it back across the biceps femoris and then move on over towards that IT band.
I'm becoming progressively more irritated by this woman's understanding of the body parts she's manhandling with that thing. That isn't her IT band. She even has a diagram of the IT band on the screen. She's rubbing her medial glute. Again, with the poor understanding of anatomy. You know, that's 3 strikes in under 2 minutes. Let me look this lady up. What the actual fuck? Engineering at Auburn. No mention of a degree. Inventor of the fascia blaster. No wonder she sounds like she's full of it. She doesn't even know what it is to be full of. You know, this video has at least 6 more minutes. I'm not going to bother with it. This woman clearly has no idea what she's talking about. You know, what even is this thing she's selling? Holy hell, this thing costs $100? $100 for a tool by someone who went to engineering school, and I don't even know if she finished that. Look, I'm a licensed PT. I spent years studying anatomy, biomechanics, tissue science. I had to get a freaking doctorate. This woman went to engineering school, maybe didn't even finish that. And she's ad hocing anatomy and physiology terms together to sell you a $100 torture device. I get it. People are desperate for solutions to pain and cellulite, because those suck. But aggressive tissue trauma, generally not the answer, you know? So here's what actually works. Things I've done with thousands of patients. Number one, proper strength training. Build the supportive muscle that actually changes your body composition and reduces long-term pain. Number two, gentle foam rolling. Keyword, gentle, for temporary pain relief without damage. You know, think massage, not meat tenderizer. Number three, physical therapy that addresses the root cause. Why do you hurt in the first place? Fix that, not some random symptom. Hey, if you want real evidence-based advice, subscribe. I want to be your bullshit detector for viral fitness trends. I break down what actually works, so you don't waste your money on stuff that could hurt you or just makes you look stupid. And Ashley Black, if you're watching, I'd love to see your research. Link it below. Drop a comment if you've tried this thing. I genuinely want to hear your experience. And if someone you know is considering buying this thing, send them this video. See you next time.